Have you ever been talking to someone with a giant smile plastered across their face when you suddenly realised they clearly don't give a shit what I'm saying? Have you ever asked for help and somebody sympathised so much and then the next day they'd forgotten all about your issue? We're living in a cruel circus these days that seems to be erasing the humanity of many of us. Lately, I've been asking myself, why are people so fake? I thought a little more about this and I've come up with some answers. Why are people so fake? Here are the top 9 reasons why. Number 1. Stuck in the rat race. The rat race is not a very enjoyable place to be. Traffic, mortgages, fights with your partner, health issues. The rat race might be profitable, but it also produces fake people. And if you've come across a lot more fake people lately, it's probably because you're seeing what comes from a high-speed fast food culture. Tired, fake nice people without energy or goodwill to spare. Folks who've been brainwashed or chosen to believe that a me-first attitude will pay off in the end. It's a short-sighted, hamster-on-the-wheel mentality. Just make sure you're not also part of it before you judge too harshly. Like comedian Lily Tomlin says, the trouble with the rat race is that even if you win, you're still a rat. Number 2. Social media addiction. If it's not on Instagram, it never happened. Didn't you know? It's easy to make fun of social media addiction, but the truth is, it's a serious issue. And you know one of the main things it leads to? People who are faker than a $3 bill as they chase likes, retweets, and clout. This digital dopamine dispensary that most of us are hooked up to has plenty of benefits. But when you read stories about people risking their lives leaning out of train windows on an overpass for the perfect gram, then you know we're in some truly bizarre territory. Adopting a conscious and artificial persona for public consumption online has some seriously odd consequences. One of them is people consciously crafting a cool or unique image that is often, you guessed it, fake. Number 3. Materialistic morons. In my opinion, there's nothing wrong with caring about material things like money, having a nice house, and making enough money to live comfortably. Where this crosses a line into materialism is about the time that someone stops caring about those around them, even their family and friends, in favour of material gain. It's when people begin literally judging you by the brands you wear or the quality of your car. It's when healthy compassion for the poor and disadvantaged becomes haughty scorn and guess they should have worked harder arsehole attitude. Nobody's impressed, trust me. The nouveau riche are especially susceptible to becoming materialistic morons because they have no taste or real appreciation for the benefits of money and tend to funnel it all into status seeking and personal aggrandizement. On the other hand, some wealthy people I've met are the most brilliant, compassionate people I've come across, so this isn't just a class thing either. Materialistic morons exist in every society and they make the world a worse place. Number 4. Fear of offending. With cancel culture all around us and political correctness at all-time highs, the fear of offending is very much a real factor in why some people choose to adopt a fake persona. In our daily lives and even in some friendships, it can be very time-consuming, exhausting, and upsetting to address disagreements and controversial topics head-on at all times. Sometimes it's just easier to adopt a bit of a bland nod and smile approach. Sure, do your thing, my friend. We live in many modern societies where people increasingly just don't want to go there, and many issues have been so ruled off limits that anyone who feels any different learns to basically shut their mouth. Number 5. Damaging upbringings. If you're asking why are people so fake, often the best place to begin your investigation is their own upbringing. Children raised in very strict, abusive, neglectful, loveless, or conflicted homes can end up with a false persona that they present to the world to avoid being hurt any further. This is often marked by a kind of false bravado or take the form of someone who is manipulative and a smooth talker but has no real genuine intentions underneath. Damaging upbringings have consequences. I'm not saying everyone who had issues growing up is going to hit the scene with dissociative identity disorder or become a scan artist, but they are probably going to have some parts of themselves that at least feel off or seem fake to many people they come across. One typical example would be kids who feel neglected and grow up learning to fake cry or produce pretend emotions to get what they want. Number 6. Desire for conformity. Never underestimate the desire for conformity. Group belonging and the desire for tribe is a powerful and healthy urge, But when we allow that desire to be manipulated by others without our best interests in mind, who then use guilt, greed, and fear to exploit and use us for their own agendas, we can easily wander off track. The desire for conformity can make people fake. They repeat opinions they know are popular and good. They dress in ways that seem popular or cool. They do careers that are expected and smart. In short, they become fake pawns in a fake system and end up miserable and full of self-hate while still clinging to the illusion even harder because they thought that following what they thought is normal will save them. Spoiler, it won't. Number 7. Easily influenced by marketing. What do marketers want? Easy consumers. Fake people are often products of high-level social engineering and marketing that's made them into a certain type of demographic almost without them realising it. 40-something married homeowner with an interest in cars. I can sell to those guys in my sleep, man. When you fall into the kind of type that are marketing big grain, created for you to be at the end of a boardroom table, you end up losing a part of yourself. Without even realising it in some cases, you start trimming parts of yourself and your interests, quirks, beliefs, and dreams in order to fit what you think you're supposed to be. The one thing is, you don't have to buy that latest V-neck sweater, tank top, or flashy sports car. And even if you do, it's only one part of who you are, not some kind of whole package you have to fit into because some marketing firm thinks you do. Number 8. Trapped in transactionalism. Reciprocity is great. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. Nothing wrong with that. But transactionalism is a little different. It's very materialistic and utilitarian. Unless I get something from you, I switch off like a cyborg. People who attract in transactionalism often come across as fake, unfriendly, or disappointing because that's exactly what they are. They only want to interact with or be involved with you in any way to get something. It's not always physical either. Some people may want to be your friend to leech off your status, for example, or date you because you're physically attractive and will boost their image in public. Transactionalism is for losers, but you'd be surprised how many people are trapped in it. Number 9. Focused on fame. Fame is a powerful drug, and perhaps the only more powerful social drug is fame seeking. When you're looking to get fame, clout, or social popularity, there are many lengths you will go to. One reason so many people these days seem faker than ever is that our celebrity-obsessed culture has turned them into attention hawks with no appreciation for life or other people. They'd practically let their family go homeless if they could go on Jimmy Kimmel, and they've lost interest in the basics of life. Does it surprise you to know that this sort of person tends to be just a little on the fake side?